Hi there. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. If you're a returning viewer or a returning subscriber, thanks for stopping by, and I'm glad that you're here. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Stacy. It's nice to meet you. All right, we are returning to part 2 of our love. Hopefully we're going to get this done by the end of February. I'm trying to make this total of 4 videos. So we did the E, or we started the E on the last video. I'm going to pull this up so you guys can see it better. And I finished it off camera. So we have the E here, beautiful yellows and pinks and reds and a little bit of purple and blue in there. Absolutely beautiful. I really love the way that this turned out. Yellow is one of my favorite colors, yellow and green. And so I'm really liking this. This is square drills. And when I do square drills, I start in the middle and work my way over so that if there's a placement issue, I like the hangovers to be on the edges. And then, you know, that way I can kind of keep it clustered a little bit better. As you can see, I noticed as I was getting up here that the actual grid pattern is pretty set, so I'm able to bounce around without a lot of like, I'm not getting any popping, I'm not getting too big of gaps or anything like that. So it's coming along good. I've already started on the V here, which we're going to be working over here today. So I've done some of the blue and the purple over here. We're working our way to get this done, okay? So I'm going to zoom in, hopefully. I'm going to move it up a little bit, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of keep working right in here. I am using my green tray from Nix's Notions and my Mardi Gras pen from Miss Creations by Danny. I'm pretty sure it is Mardi Gras. If it's not, sorry, Danny. This is 28 colors. Let me pick out my my color here. I'm going to go with A, which is number 9. This is 28 colors. This is squares, and it, you know, it's turning out pretty good, I think. I think it looks really nice. I'm not like super big on like tie-dye and stuff like that. And that's what this kind of reminds me of. It's more probably pop art, like, what was that? Andy Warhol style. But, you know, I like it. I'm not huge on it. Like, I wouldn't go to a gallery and see a whole bunch of artwork like this, but I think every once in a while, I'm okay with it, you know? I'm okay with it. And I think this looks, it's not overwhelming to me with the color palette. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I think it looks good. Also, guys, if if I sound weird, it's because when I got home from work this morning, I was super tired, so I took a quick nap before recording this. So I'm still kind of waking up. I am one of those people. I'm truly like Garfield. I'm one of those people where it's so hard for me to wake up. It's so hard for me to get out of that grogginess in the morning. So it takes me a long time before I feel like I'm fully functional. So I don't know why that is. I used to think it was because I wasn't getting enough sleep, but I don't know if it's that. My mom and my uncle have what what is it called? Sleep apnea. It's very possible that I have it too, because my husband says I snore really loud. So, it's very possible that I have sleep apnea. Am I gonna go to the doctor for it? Nah. I'm not. But, you know, that could be why I'm so groggy in the morning. I don't know. I feel like I get okay sleep. Oh, I don't like that drill. This one drill has like a hole in it, and I didn't see it before I put it down, so. As it's popping everywhere. Yeah, I'm super stubborn when it comes to the doctor. Probably because of the way I grew up. You know what I mean? Like, they never, my parents never really took me to the doctor unless, you know, it was something serious. So, I don't really go to the doctor much, unless it's serious. So, that's why I say I probably won't see a doctor about sleep apnea or anything like that, just because I don't really see it as that big of a deal. It's funny because the residents that are at where I work, there's a couple of them that have like the CPAP machines and stuff like that, and they're like, they hate it so much. It's so hard to get them to keep it on throughout the night, and I feel like that's how I would be. I probably wouldn't use it if I had it, to be quite honest with you. So I'm not worried about having it. I will be okay. I think that I would sleep better, you know, obviously if I lost some weight, but also if I wasn't, like, my back and legs weren't so bad. I wind up having to sleep on my back a lot, and I start out sleeping on my side, but then, like, my hips start to hurt, so I wind up turning and sleeping on my back for the majority of the night, and I think you know, I know my tongue just like falls back into my throat, so I think that's what it is. And I don't think a CPAP machine would help that, you know what I mean? It's not going to keep my tongue from falling back into my throat. So that's another reason also that I'm like, I'm not going to go, because I think the only thing that would probably help me would be a mouthpiece that would keep my tongue better seated in my mouth. So, and I'm not about wearing like a whole bunch of facial stuff when I go to sleep. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So, these are pretty colors. This pink, it's like a reddish pink. What number is it? It's number DMC 718. And it's like it's a reddish pink. It almost looks like it's got a hint of purple in it. It's very pretty. So, I don't like that drill. But I'm having fun with this one. I'm having fun with my red-eared cider one too. I'm excited about getting these ones that I've had in my stash for a long time done. You know, because I just don't want a whole bunch sitting around and then never getting done. So I'm excited about this year because I am going to buy new ones, don't get me wrong. You guys will see new ones coming through, but this year I'm going to focus more on getting my stash done. And which means I'm going to have to get more portfolios, you know, to store them in, because I don't do anything with them. I know some people, I've heard some people wind up throwing them away. Like they hold on to them for a little bit and then they throw them away. Oh, my hair's getting in there. Alright, we're going to go over to letter Q. And I just don't think that, I mean, maybe years and years down the line I'd be able to throw them away, but I just don't think with the amount of time that I put into these that I would be able to just toss them, you know, after a while. So, portfolios are a must, because not everything's going up on the wall, you know? We don't have enough wall space for it. And I say that we, and you know, all of us, because this is a craft that takes up space in completion. So I don't think any of us really have enough wall space for all of the ones that we buy. So portfolios are a must, unless you're gifting them all. And then, you know, obviously you don't need space then. But I'm not gifting them. They're all staying with me. That pink is really pretty, huh? Yeah, I think so. I think it's pretty. But you can see all of the drills are fitting together pretty well. So, that's always good. I don't really have much to talk about today. I've been watching a lot of the old Columbos. I think I probably mentioned that in another video, but I've been watching them. They're just so fun. And then, like, the remake of it is fun too. Poker Face, that show Poker Face. That's a fun show. I like that girl, that actress. At least for that role, I like her. I don't think I've seen her much in anything else, but in that role, I think she does pretty well. I like that she has the kind of, what is it called? The mannerisms, sort of the way that Peter Falk did when he was playing Columbo. So, I don't know what her name is. But if you haven't watched it, if you liked Columbo and you haven't watched Poker Face, I, highly recommend that you do. I think it's on Peacock. I could be wrong, though. But it's called Poker Face. And I think there's 2 seasons. I don't know if they did a 3rd yet. That actors strike or whatever really put a damper on some things coming out when we're used to, you know what I mean? So I don't know if they're working on a 3rd one or not. Unless it's out already and I just haven't seen it, but that's okay. Maybe I'll look that up later. So this diamond painting, if you didn't watch the first one, the first video, go watch it. But if you didn't, so this painting was gifted to me, and it does say on the bottom of it DIYMoonShop, which doesn't exist anymore as far as I can tell. Everything that I've seen, it closed down. It's no more. But if you look in the description of this video, there is this also has the name Cooleve on it, Cooleve, and if you search that, Google search that, there's places that you can still buy this, and it was roughly about $15-16, I think, plus shipping. So I think they've got this on eBay, and I think some of the international Amazons have it. At least that's what I saw. And if you just search Cooleve Love, it'll come up. At least it did for me. So if you want this, if you still want this, I don't know. I was trying to find what happened DIYMoonShop, and the only thing that I could really find was that I think it went bankrupt or something. I'm not sure. But, and then I saw something where somebody had said that they were going to reopen on a different platform. So, I'm not sure. I have no idea. But I think that they were just reselling the ones from different companies anyway. So that's why I say if you look up Cooleve, you'll find this, because I think Cooleve is actually the company that put it together, that actually makes it, whereas DIYMoonShop was just selling it under their brand. Because I think maybe Diamond Art Club's the only one that well, they do their own drills, right? Do they do their own paintings too? I don't know. I mean, I know that they're licensed, but do they have a printing press to, I don't know if they do or not. So, I don't know if any company does that, or if they all kind of outsource it. You know what I mean? They might all just outsource it. Might be more economical that way, to outsource it. I don't know. Today is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody. My husband's sleeping right now. I don't know. Luckily, we're not working. I think we're just going to have dinner here and rent a movie or something. I'm not sure. I only napped for a couple of hours, so by the time he gets up, I might be tired and go back to sleep. It's terrible, because we wind up doing that. Like, we work the same hours, but then our sleeping schedules are still so different. I just get tired way more easily, and so I wind up going to bed way before him, and then I get up and he's tired and he goes to bed, and we kind of play, musical bed that way. So I don't know what we're going to do. We might not do anything really today and do something another day. Because he knows I want to see the movie The Beekeeper, so I think that is rentable now. So I think we might just rent that. I want to play a game with him. He bought me for Christmas, I think it was Christmas or my birthday, one of the two. I think, he bought me a version of Go Fish from the YouTube channel, the Y-Files. They came out with kind of their own version of Go Fish. And so he bought that card game for me, and I really like playing it, so I think that I'm gonna see if we can play that today. Also, we have Battleship, so I don't know, maybe we'll play some Battleship. That will be fun too. But we'll definitely play video games. I need to record this, and then I need to record video for Friday, and then I have time to play some video games with my hubby. That's I just love spending time with him, and he tells me all the time that he loves spending time with me too, which is wonderful, because I've been in relationships in the past where you kind of like spend time with your significant other, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do my own thing. But we actually really love spending time with each other, which is very, very nice. Do I want to keep working on this color? Let's get a different color. Let's get this color here. It's kind of a darker purple, which is really pretty. These drills aren't too bad either. I've had a couple where they're stuck together or haven't been clipped, so to speak. So if you break them up or cut them up, then one has like a little tab side on it. Did that drop? And I've had a couple where they were just kind of a weird shape. Is that the only dark purple right there? Oh, one more right there. I've had a couple that are a weird shape, but for the most part, these drills aren't too bad, which is nice. We can do number 6 as well. This is kind of a pink, reddish pink here, I think. Does anybody know how they decided on the numbers for the DMCs? I know that DMCs have, have been around forever. Like, I think like the early 1900s, right? Because weren't they using DMC numbers in like the 20s? I know that it was established a long, long time ago. But when they established it, I wonder what their thought process was. Like how they decided what number would be what. Because aren't they clustered up in different colors? So, did they just start out with primary colors and then was like, okay, well we're going to have so many more of red, so we're going to make those starting with 600 or something like that. Like, I don't know the history of the DMC numbers. I should probably look that up sometime. That might be fun to figure out. Because I just wonder why the reds are, like a lot of them are in the like 600s, aren't they? I mean, we think of traditional red, which is what, 666? In that traditional red, so why did they decide that? I mean, maybe because it's the devil's color. So stupid. But maybe, I don't know. If you guys know, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you know. I mean, I know that I can just look it up. Probably I might be able to find it, but I like to learn things from other people. You know, I don't necessarily want to read everything or research things all the time on my own. I like other people to hear their version of stuff. I don't believe everything that I hear, but I like to hear other people's versions of things. I think that's fun. Because I'm always interested in how people think. So for me, when I ask people what some people would say, oh, that's a stupid question. Well, it's not a stupid question necessarily. It's just that I'm interested to know what your train of thought is, you know? I'm interested to know how you think about things. So, because I know I annoyed my husband one time when we first started dating. I annoyed him because he was like looking at me like, I asked him something, I don't know what it was, but he was looking at me like, you can look that up. You know, why are you asking me this when you can look it up? And I'm like, because I want to know what you think. How you think about it. What your definition is, or what, you know, whatever it may be. And I don't think a lot of people do that or are okay with that, if that makes sense. Like, you asking them stuff that you could easily just look up on your own. I think this day and age, people are not as willing to give information like they were when I was growing up. But that's just my opinion, really. Just my opinion. Did I grab the right color? I did. I was going to put that there and I was like, oh wait, is that the right spot? I completely spaced on what letter I was working on. Or, yeah. I didn't want to put it in the wrong spot. Nothing worse than pulling up drills, huh? Am I right? Am I right? I'm so goofy. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know how much of the stuff in the background you guys can hear sound-wise, but I can hear the squirrel, who I've dubbed all squirrels are named Reggie. I keep hearing Reggie out getting food because the little wooden lid keeps like dropping, so it's like a constant like boom, boom, boom. It's so funny. They're so cute. Squirrels, I mean, I know they're like part of the rat family or whatever, rodent family, but they're so cute. They're so cute. Do I have more of this color? Over here. I definitely have more of this color. I like pink, but I'm not a big pink person. Some people love pink. I'm not one of those people. It's like, I don't know what it is. You know, it's not like, you know, I think it's too girly or anything like that. It's not a pleasing, maybe because it reminds me of like Pepto-Bismol. Maybe that's what it is. Which I don't really mind Pepto-Bismol, but when you're growing up and you wind up being sick or something like that, and your parents just kind of force you to take stuff, and all you remember really is the taste or the color, it's pretty bad sometimes. Like I'm surprised that green is my favorite color, because I was, I got a lot of infections, urinary tract infections when I was growing up. And so for probably 4 years of my life, I was had to take penicillin daily for like 4 years. And they probably would have kept me on it for my whole childhood if I just refused. At some point I was like, I'm not taking this anymore. But because I couldn't swallow pills, they had to give it to me in liquid form, and it was the most horrible thing I've ever tasted. And I've tasted some pretty bad stuff, but that was the most horrible thing. And it was like this slimy green color, and I had to take like a tablespoon of it. It was so much of it, and it was so horrible. It literally almost made me throw up every single time that I took it. I never ever got used to it. And it was like this, the color was just like, it was like this weird greenish yellow weird color, and it was reminded me kind of a mucus. You know, when you have a really bad cold and your mucus is like a weird color, it kind of reminded me of that. And it was just, it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Penicillin in liquid form is not good. So bad. I wasn't able to swallow pills until probably almost, you know, mid to late teenage years. And then I was able to swallow pills. But oof, it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. It was so bad. So that's why I'm saying I'm surprising that green and yellow are my favorite colors, because that mixture, I can still see it in my head. It was horrible. And maybe it was made worse because of the smell and the taste, but it was just so bad. So bad. Oh. I'm like getting, you know, creepy crawlies just thinking about it. Anyway, I'm going to zoom back out here. So we filled in some of this purple and reds in here, and some reds in there. And then we got some of this pink done over here. So this, you know, this V is going to be the majority of blue with a red background, and super cute. Super cute. I'm actually really liking this. I think this is going to turn out very nice. I am going to have to find some drills for it, because this was gifted to me, and you know, I must have misplaced the extra drills, or they weren't sent to me, or whatever, which is fine. Not complaining. I have extra drills, but I'm going to have to get some out, because when I was doing this yellow, I have a lot of the same color up here, the yellow, and I don't have any. Like, I could probably do like a little section, and that's it with what I've got left. So I'm gonna have to pull out some more colors. So I'm hoping that with my stash I will have enough to finish this up, but we'll see as we get to it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to keep this to 4 videos and have it done by the end of the month. So yeah, that'll be fun. Our February love painting. That's not super pink. I'm so goofy today, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I am glad that you stopped by. If you hung out for the whole video, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much. And if you haven't hit that bell button, hit the bell button. It'll notify you when my next video goes live. And if you haven't subscribed and you've watched a couple, you know, at least more than one of my videos, you know, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help the channel out. Okay, guys? Leave a comment if you would like. I always love your comments. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Stay safe, and that's all I have. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.